Good afternoon, Devin.
Hi, Roselle.
Thank you for being here at our episode of Roselle on Point.
Yeah, thanks for coming to see me today.
My pleasure. And to our dear viewers, this is Devin Jones. He is with Challenger Homes. And today he'll just answer a few questions for me and for you as well, our viewers. And we'll get started.
Okay.
So we are at Challenger Homes. How long has Challenger been building homes in Colorado Springs?
So Challenger's been in business here in Colorado Springs since 2000. So this will be our 24th year in business.
Amazing. So
Yeah.
quarter anniversary coming up next year.
Yeah, very cool to be working with a builder that has such a good reputation in town, and someone that's local. And another cool thing is it's a principal over profit builder. So a little perk for me as a salesperson is I get Sundays off. They like to give us Sundays as a day of rest to be with our families, which is not common in new home sales. So we really appreciate that as folks that work for Challenger Homes.
Very cool. I've not heard that. So thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
One perk. Yeah. One of the biggest question of my clients is what's the average time to build a home? Because they're like, a lot of my clients are PCSing from across the nation.
Sure.
And sometimes they don't plan. They thought that they will get built in like 1 month or whatever.
Right.
So what's the average build time?
So the average build time is generally about 6 months.
Okay.
When we're going in a community and nothing is slowing us down, sometimes we'll deliver a home in about 5 months, from foundation. But we do also, in any of our communities, we're generally going to be building some homes that are inventory homes.
Okay.
So for those folks that didn't plan ahead too much, they just know they're showing up to Colorado Springs in May, and they need a home in May or June. Usually we've got some homes that are started, and a lot of times even standing inventory homes that would work for someone like that.
Move-in ready.
Move-in ready, yeah. So we're always going to be building something, even though a buyer didn't come along and choose that home and choose that lot. We've kind of set the communities up so that we do have homes that are under construction and will be move-in ready. But our build time is generally about 6 months.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So we are in Colorado Springs for sure. It is growing. Tell us the name of your community that you're serving and you're building right now.
So my community is called Bradley Heights. It's a brand new community. We're pretty excited about it. It's kind of in the southern part of Colorado Springs. So it's going to complement our Ventana South community very well. Be a good community for, just like you're talking about, folks that are PCSing, coming in, military folks that are coming in from all different parts of town. Bradley Heights we're going to offer 5 different floor plans.
Nice.
And we'll be in a price point of about $450 up to $550. I think what we're anticipating is more like a lot of homes that will deliver in that $450 to $500 kind of a price range.
So in relation to location with the military bases, how close is that to which one?
So it's really kind of centrally located. I would say it's probably going to be 15 minutes from Fort Carson, probably 20 to 25 minutes from Schriever. Schriever's a little bit further east. But I've got some folks right now that are interested in definitely looking because of Schriever.
Right.
And then really it's close to the airport. So as far as Peterson, we're talking 5-10 minutes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you already touched on my other question, which is the approximate price points. So wonderful. When the house is built and the homeowner moves in, what warranties can they rely on?
Good question. So it's a 1-2-10 program. So 1 year workmanship and craftsmanship. That's the warranty that everyone knows about when they think about new home construction. We say basically it encompasses everything that would have to do with the materials or the way those materials were installed during your build. So if you have some kind of an issue, with, I think a good example is like a floor squeak, something like that. During that first year, those kind of things will be covered. So if they determine that it was the way the flooring was installed or the material itself, then that's going to be covered. That's your 1 year warranty. It kind of, again, encompasses anything in the home, again, because it's workmanship and craftsmanship. And Challenger is going to stand behind that, take care of it for that first year. It's a 2-year systems and mechanical warranty. So that's all of your duct runs, plumbing lines, gas lines, electrical, all that kind of stuff. So that's 2 years. and then a 10-year structure and foundation.
Nice. 10 years. Wow, that's a decade.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Yes, it's a nice warranty there. A little bit of security, knowing that you've got that. That if anything major, any structural issues, anything like that, is going to be taken care of. It's warranty for the first 10 years. And the nice thing about that warranty is it's transferable. So if you sell that home within the first 5 years, the buyer of your home is also going to still have 5 years left on that structural.
Nice.
And
they stand behind their build. I love it.
Yeah.
So going back to your community, Bradley, can you highlight 2 floor plans? How many bedrooms does that look like? Bathrooms and garages?
Yeah, so the home that we're in, this is called the Van Buren. That's going to definitely be a popular floor plan in Bradley Heights.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, bedrooms, bathrooms, most of the homes are going to start with 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, 2-car garage. That's going to be your standard. And then with some options, if you do a dirt start and you choose your home and the lot you want to build it on, then you can go up to 5 bedrooms.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
That plan, the plan that allows the flexibility to do that, it's called the Manchester. And you can set that up anywhere from a 3 to a 5 bedroom.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are looking for more than 3 right now. It's
true.
It's hard to find.
It's true. So the builder, takes input from the salespeople, and I've had a lot of people asking for 4 bedrooms. So we are starting a few spec homes down there. Like we were talking about, those homes that the builder will just start before we have a buyer. I've actually asked for a couple of those to be 4 bedrooms. Again,
nice.
Just because I'm hearing a lot of people ask for those
Yeah.
lately. So, hopefully in a few months, time will come and I'll have some people that are looking for those 4 bedrooms, and we'll have already started them and be underway with construction.
That's perfect. Frequently asked question from home buyers: special assessment taxes. Does Bradley fall under that category?
That's a tough question. Special assessment. So the only time I've seen special assessments is when you have it's more typical for a townhome community or something that's attached.
Okay, so these are single family homes.
These are going to be single family homes, and a little bit for Challenger. It's more of our traditional single family style homes. In recent years, we've done a lot of different product types, kind of gone more vertical with the builds, what we call our Ascent series, and townhomes, of course. So in Bradley, they will all be traditional single family homes.
Oh, okay.
But special assessments, from the way I've understood them in communities that we've sold, it's where, say you have a townhome community with several buildings and there's damage to the roofs. Hailstorm comes through, now you have to replace 5 roofs at once. Okay. In those communities, the HOA is gonna usually take care of maintenance, and insurance is a part of that. So if you have to replace 5 buildings worth of roofs at once, a lot of times that's going to go above the insurance that you have, above your coverage limit for that community, for that community's master plan. And when that happens, essentially what they do is they take whatever the difference is and they bill everyone in the community. So if there's 90 homeowners in that community and they have to make up a difference of, a couple $100,000, they just divide that number by 90 and send everyone a bill.
Yes.
Right, and that's what an assessment would be. So when we sell in communities like that, we just advise our buyers that they should get a rider on their insurance for
special assessments.
Yeah.
But for taxation with a county, do you see any different outside of the other communities you've been in? Because I know you were at Chapel Heights, which is also a beautiful community.
Yeah.
Of course, due diligence wise, we'll discover that on the end of the buyer's side. But that's a curious question when we come to the southeast side of Colorado Springs.
Yeah, I think also what you're getting at is special taxing districts.
Yes.
So a lot of new build communities, almost all new build communities, are going to be in what's called a special taxing district. And really what that means is that there's a portion of the taxes that you're paying, whatever your tax rate is in that community, a portion of that is going to a metro district, some entity basically, that has already paid for all of the improvements that go into that area
to make the community look as beautiful as it is.
Exactly. So to pave the streets, to lay the infrastructure, street lights, fiber lines, all of those kinds of things. So all of that, it's not usually paid for upfront by the builders. It's paid for through a bond system, And the way those bonds are paid back is when the homeowners actually start to move into that community, it comes out of the tax base from those homeowners.
That makes sense, because
Yeah.
someone has to support that before the community becomes a full-grown
Correct.
community for people to move in. Next question I have is, do you offer financing?
So we have a preferred lender.
Awesome.
The builder ourselves aren't the ones that offer the financing, but we
Partner
have a preferred
lender.
lender. Yes, and most builders do have a preferred lender, and we're going to offer incentives for using them. So in Bradley Heights, our incentive is if we have a buyer that wants to do a dirt start, we do $10,000 for preferred lender incentive.
Oh, wow.
And then if it's a spec home, so those homes that we were talking about that the builder's already starting to build, we have a 4% incentive on those.
Wow,
So,
that's big too.
Yeah. So Pinterest Mortgage is our partner and preferred lender, and if our buyers use them as their lender, then those are the incentives that we're offering for Bradley Heights right now. You'll also see, if you look at our website, you'll see rate promotions, things like that. I think we're doing a 4.49.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
So, again, when you go and talk to your salesperson, whichever community you're looking at, they're going to explain how those incentives break down, how they can be used. But what I like about how Challenger does it is almost every time you can use those incentives however it's going to make most sense for the buyer. So sometimes that's rate buy down, sometimes that's just a purchase price reduction. And you kind of have that flexibility with what we're offering.
And I completely believe that, because you've helped my buyers structure that sale that way, and it was just amazing to see that happen and unfold. So,
and I would also mention, so we have an incentive for, we call it our Hometown Heroes program.
Nice.
So that's first responders, doctors, nurses, educators. So that's $2,500 that we will add on top of whatever community incentives we're doing at the time. And then we have a $5,000 incentive for military.
Wow, so $2,500 for our Hometown Heroes and $5,000 for our military.
Yep.
That's awesome. They can use it in many ways, either closing costs or rate buy down.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Any last bit of information you want to share with our audience?
I don't know.
It's an amazing place.
Yeah,
That's why we're here.
It's a great community. We're just getting started. I think everyone, a lot of realtors out there, they're going to have buyers, and their buyers are going to be looking on their websites. I think the number one thing I would say is always call the salesperson. Look up who's in that community, call the salesperson, because they're going to be able to walk, the buyer through how to use those incentives or what incentives we're offering. What home sites are available, what different floor plans we can put on those home sites. All the builders have websites and they're great, but I think to answer those specific questions, it's best to get it right from the salesperson, and they can kind of guide you through that process. So,
and that means you have to visit the community and meet with Devin right here at Bradley.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Come out and see me.
For sure.
Walk you and your folks through all of the the entire process, whether it's a new build where we're starting from dirt, or if it's something that we're already building, and what's entailed in both different paths.
And of course, I will have a Challenger's website on the description down below. I'll get that information, and also Devin's information. So I will bring you buyers this way. And thanks again for your time.
Sounds
I
great.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I hope
Thank
to see you
again
again.
for coming out.
You're welcome. I hope to see you again soon.
Likewise.